I compare debt market to equity market. How can I compare that? How can I compare? Like chalk and cheese, Risk free to risk. Risk free has got its own characteristics. Risk has got its characteristics. Why should I compare? Why did I come to a risky investment? Why? Because I want more. Now, one question. You have got 100 rupees with you. You are expecting a return of 20% exit. So you are supposed to get 120 rupees. That is about 10 to 12% more than a fixed deposit. Risk-free return. During your course of getting this 20% return, okay? During your course of achieving this 20% return, your 100 rupees can become 99 rupees. It can become 75 rupees. It can become 50 rupees. It can become 25 rupees. It can also become 0. That means you give 100 rupees, I'll give you nothing. I'll give you 2 by 100. How many of you are okay with 100 becoming 120? How many of you are okay here? 100 become 120? All of us. Yeah, very good. We are very honest. Now, how many of you are okay that you give me 100 rupees, I will return 99 rupees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. Somewhere, okay. Round figure. Okay. How many of you are okay with your money becoming 75 rupees? There are some not touching your life. Oh, still 75 rupees, not bad. Yeah. 70. How many of you are okay? Your money becoming 50 rupees. We all want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. No? We all want to go to heaven, but we don't want to die. That is the simple truth of our life. We want a 20%, no doubt about it. I want to reach Bangalore to Mysore in 2 hours, but I don't want hump. I don't want traffic signal. I don't want a cattle coming in front of me. As जो भी है, धाम धमा के I won't reach. Is it possible? I want to reach in 2 hours, but I am traveling 40 kilometers a day. How is it possible? To buy a television, how much research we do? Any idea? To buy a refrigerator, how much research we do? To buy a socks, forget about anything else. How much research we do? Now, how much time do we spend to buy a stock? To buy a mutual fund? To buy investment property? Or everything we do, hearsay. In the last 1 year, forget about now. I did research between July 2011 and July 2012. 1 year. What was the Nifty performance? Between July 2011, July 2012, it gave a negative return of 7.27%. That means as an index, it gave a negative return. Has market done well? Not done well. Obviously, market has not done well. Market, had I put my money in fixed deposit between July 2011 and July 2012, my money would have grown by 9%. But had I put my money in equity market, in index, I would have lost 7.27%. Market is bad. But I did a small research. It took me about 3 days of time to do that because I was going to Calicut on September 4th to give a speech. Sorry, August. So I did as on 31st July before I went there. I was surprised to find that out of BSE 500 stocks, 233 stocks out of that within the same period of time has given a return 30% plus. 233 stocks out of BSE 500 index has given 30% plus returns. Now tell me, market good or bad? Our problem is we are looking London, but we want to go to Tokyo. look at the broader picture and ignore the finer points of it. This market has been there even before most of you would have born. The index has been issued in 1980. Base year is 1986. It started with 100. Whether you are invested, whether you are not invested, whether you are part of this market, whether you are not part of this market, who cares? Just because you have not seen Eiffel Tower doesn't mean Eiffel Tower is not there. Just because you have not seen Taj Mahal doesn't mean Taj Mahal is not there. You have not seen it, that's all. Whether you invested in market or not, whether you have been part of this market or not, markets have been there, people are making money, people have minted money. People who have made money, two things I can quote. One, of the set of people who have made money who are completely ignorant about the market. They had no knowledge about the market. They had some money with them. They said, hey, Infosys, what is Infosys? I said, who cares? Buy it. Because you had money, oh, sir, what? He forgot about it. Suddenly, after 10 years, he meets one person, you owe some file, something like what you are talking about. Infosys. Open the file. I am telling you my live experience. In 2003, I met a client of mine because his daughter was doing a project with me. She said, sir, I have seen my father and mother filing something in one file. So I think something starts there about. Okay, so I wanted to have a look at it. So I went on 3rd of January 2003 to their house. I opened the file and I found they had charged Infosys on 19th September 1999 at 1,910 rupees on their Infosys. Without their knowledge, it had become 400 shares. The price on that particular day was 5,810 rupees. It had become 400. That person was not even aware. I converted to demat later. And he asked me out of a shock, sir, how 100 became 400? I got only 100. Don't get scared. There's more for you to get scared. Wait, you're going to get. By 2007, it became 1,400. Because stocks got split, they gave bonus again, twice they gave bonus. So without his knowledge, the person had become half crore, 50 lakh rupees was the valuation of his investment. Because, oh sir, can I buy more? Can I buy more? Because he became a wealthy person without his knowledge. Some people have purchased with knowledge. Yes, I want to buy Hindustan Unilever. I want to buy ITC. I want to buy Dabur. I want to buy Cipla. I want to buy Reliance. They have purchased out of knowledge. And you can find the demat account. I have seen personally in my demat accounts which consists of 30,000 HUL, 40,000 Dabur, 25,000 ITC. All these are accumulated has become bonus. Now, what is the bonus? Now we all worried about bonus as a technical term. Most of us, including me, I am a very arithmetically talented person. 2 into 2 I get a calculator. Okay? Once I was in Arikal, okay, somewhere near Bandargata. There is a village called Ragi Helli. Okay? I'll tell you the meaning of bonus today. If you worry about what is bonus, in real life, what bonus is? In the evening, me and two of my friends, Srinivasagiri and Hari Prasad, all of us were on some expedition kind of a thing. Evening at about 5 o'clock, sun was about to set. We were tired, running around in the morning. At 5 o'clock, we saw a small tea shop, petty, on the roadside tea shop. We looked at the tea shop and then said, come, let's have some tea. So while we were about to sit on the wooden bench outside, just about 20 meters from there, we saw a field, land behind, and an old man, maybe 65, 70 years of his age, with on patapati chedi and on shirt, old dilapidated kind of a shirt, and chilling and having a super meal in the evening. Okay? And my friend Srinivasgiri has an uncanny ability of getting into conversations with people. So by the time tea was supposed to have been made, he said, I won't talk to him and come. Because there were some 10 sheep which were grazing just about few feet away from him. So he said, what is your name? That farmer said, his name is Uttapa. He said, Uttapa, what is it? Where are you from? He said, I am from this particular village. So what do you do for a living? He said, no, this 10 sheep. That's all, 10 sheep. 10 sheep. For 35 years I have been grazing this 10 sheep. And I have got 3 children. One son is in Chennai. He is an engineer. His salary is about 70,000 rupees. Married. I have another son who is an engineer in mechanical engineering. He is working for Tata Motors. One daughter, she is in Indranagar in Bangalore. I have the best house in this village. That's all I have done. Out of 10 sheep. We look at each other. What is saying that? 10 sheep. And he has the best house and educated children, everything. In 35 years. But he said, the 10 sheep, what was 35 years ago, is not the same 10 sheep. The 10 sheep has breeded in 35 years. Every sheep fetches him 8 to 10,000 rupees when he sells it. He said, in the last 35 years, I have sold 6,000 sheep. His father left 10 sheep to him when he was some 30-year-old. Now he has got not the same 10 sheep, but over this 35 years, those 10 sheep are breeded. Now tell me what is bonus? What is bonus, yeah? For a person like us, person like Abhi, Giri and Hari, it was a revelation. We worry about companies giving bonus. Infosys 100 shares becoming 1,400 shares. LIT 100 shares becoming 1,400 shares. How did it happen, yeah? You have the same 100 shares, 40 purchase then. How did it be 1,400 shares? So the idea of bonus, if the company starts doing well, they start giving you share their profit. I have seen my friend Nagaraj, dear Nagaraj, his father used to sell Group bond shares. Today now it is actual. Lipton shares. Whenever they have to construct their house, one more floor, when the daughters have to get married, he used to sell, he sent his son, he used to go on in cycle in the 80s to stockbrokers and give them the shares and the stock is given 30, 50, 70,000 rupees money, use that money and spend on the house, spend on the household expenses on some events. So, this entire thing about market, we can't understand the market. And what should we understand? If we are not understanding our wives, we will never get married. We should never try to understand them. You have to just live with them, that's all. If you are understanding, nobody would have made any life. It's not possible to understand. So don't understand the market, let us live with it. I don't understand market, I want money, that's all. Whether I understand the market and make money, I don't understand market money, who cares? I don't want to understand anything. And also, when you are buying, you want to buy a stock. How will you buy a stock? Don't tell me textbook answers. How will you buy a stock? Anybody tell me. How will you start your process of buying a stock? Be honest about it. Sir?
Will it fetch me money?
It's like buying a Coke and giving me milk. It becomes like that. Sir, profit is the only objective of a human life. You tell me something beyond that. How long? The company is going to run. It's like asking somebody how long will you live with me? If you get married, you can have a question.
I feel it will.
I'm sorry? Oh, buy on rumors. Very good. I love this.
Buy what I like.
Buy what you like. Are you married?
No.
Thank God. If you start implementing it, because it's
No.
very scary situation.
Yeah.
How will you buy a stock?
Taking advantage.
Huh?
Taking
No, who is an expert, sir?
What we use in products is the same company product, the same we provide the basically what is actually
Which stock have you got? I've got HUL, I've got ITC, I've got Reliance Industries. What other stocks that you have, sir? Colgate? You are outside industry. Other than buying those companies which you are investing, what other things do you think you should keep in mind before you buy stocks? How do you carry out fundamentals? I don't know fundamentals. For example, how many of us know how to read a fundamental analysis? By the time I read, I will be the company would have. Observing? I was observing HUL, it took 550, but still I am not bought. I'm still observing. I sure I got married Abhishek, but I was observing that. Can you give an example, madam? If you say price of a stock.
Depending how much
Infosys is 2,600 rupees, roll tide 68 rupees. Which would you buy?
depending how much I'm ready to put in first.
Doesn't matter. 10,000 rupees I got with you, let's say. Infosys is an IT company. 2,600 rupees is the price. Roll tide is an IT company. 68 rupees is the price. Given 10,000 rupees, which would you buy?
Personally, I will go for road ride.
Why? Because you can get more number of shares. This is the problem. That is why companies split the stocks. The 10 rupee stock, they make it 1 rupee. Why you know? To appease people like you who feel that 10,000 rupees I can get more. It's like buying in a mutual fund, you know. We is putting 10 rupees NIV, 250 rupees NIV. We want to buy 10 rupees because we feel I get more number of units. Correct? So again, that's a mistake. We fall for these kind of things because we feel quantity is good to have in my portfolio. I was giving a inverse analysis program in Raichur a few years ago. 150 people standing full on that evening. It went until 11 o'clock at night. The people obviously were impressed. So one of the persons who was there, after the meeting got over, we were having dinner. He went, sir, I will call you tomorrow, sir. I got impressed with you, with your talk. I want to change the way I am doing things. I said, fine, sir, you can call me tomorrow. Next day, then I reached, next day, I took a late night bus and I reached the office. And then 11:30 called, sir, remember I spoke yesterday? Then, oh, sir, okay. Sir, I have an account in your company. Okay, I will give my demat account number. Can you tell me what to do with my stocks? I said, fine, sir, please give me the number. So, how long, sir? 15-20 minutes you can call me back. I will check and let you know what to do. So, he gave me his demat account number. I called Ritu. I said, Ritu, this is the number. Can you get me the statement? 15 minutes exactly, this guy called. Sir, have you seen my demat account? Now I called Ritu. Sir, 1 second, hold on. I called Ritu. Ritu, sir, 2 minutes I took. Another 8 minutes it took. She came with the printout, 7 pages. Then I told this person, sir, yes sir, I got a demand. Sir, how is it? How is it? He asked. Sir, 7 sheets of demat statement. He had got 154 stocks in his super portfolio. He told telephone number 2347883. Each stock 2 shares, 12 shares, 18 shares, 23, 24 shares, 35 shares. You name me, except that entire 4,000 stocks of BSC, almost you want one representation of that. It took me 6 months to reduce it. I said, sir, you remove it. Yes, sir. Sir, this I bought, but not was small. For that particular day, I bought this stock. I can't sell this. On each of the stock, he was telling me an event attached to it. When did he buy? Why did he buy? Sir, this person of Durga, I told in 2009, when his daughter, I told, sir, you said Infosys. Sir, this stock is very close to my heart. He is a 55-year-old person. He said, sir, he did not even know Infosys to 100 to 400, but he's telling, sir, it was very close to my heart. That evening I told Mr. Gura, sir, one day your thought also was to marry a what is close to sir. He got upset with me. I can tell you that. Finally I made him sell 400 out of it to get difficulty. So this person also, the person right show, it took 6 months to reduce his portfolio 155 to 40. I reduced it, I didn't leave it. I made it 40 stocks from 154 to 40 stocks. Because people think it's like a garden for them. Having 20, 30 pages, no, aram se have a cup of tea in the morning on Sunday, superb, it's very stocks are part of them. And some people are the habit of buying stuff because they will call them for AGM. So they will get 1/2 kg sugar, 2 jamun, 1/4 kilo coffee powder, everything they will get. If you go to Korea, they will give you 1/2 kg coffee powder, 2 kg sugar, 2 jamun on carrot halwa, 1 samosa they will give you. People have 1 share, 2 to 3 shares in their portfolio. I think that 2 to 3 shares is going to make not difference to them. But the idea is, stock market is not a place to play with it. It's how you perceive it. You perceive the market to be a gambler's den, a speculator's paradise. Did the market tell you I'm a speculator's paradise? The market will have a gambler's den? No, you made it. You look at it as an investor's platform. It seems to be an investor's platform. It's up to you how are you going to make this market. And also remember, you need to be prepared to lose money in the market. The art of losing money in the market, we have to learn that because we look at perfection. What is perfection? I bought 10 stocks. I want all the 10 stocks to do well. Is it possible? I bought 5 stocks. I want all the 5 stocks to do well. I can't take one stock also not doing well. No, I can't. There is nothing like perfection. When you are buying a stock, don't buy because of price. Don't buy because the company is like a friend said here. Yes, one of the important reasons to buy is that yes, this company has a very notable product in the market. I use this product daily basis. No, when you are buying a stock, first decide which sector does this stock belong to. How many of you have worked on your Demat account? People who are sitting here, who have your existing investments with you, just please go home, get a Demat statement and analyze your stocks based on the sector it belongs to. You tell me how much of our sector is in your portfolio, how much IT is in your portfolio, how much bank is in your portfolio, telecom in your portfolio. Have you done that report? How much percentage? Why are you 40% in power? Why are you 40% in IT? Have you not got more? That means, is it not more diversified? If you are having that in your first requirement before you buy a stock, is to define the sector that you are entering into. Don't buy a stock blindly. Find the sector first. That's how a fund manager manages his portfolio. He buys a sector. He first does a research on the sector. Whether a sector is good, not for today, not for tomorrow, for the next 2 to 3 years you have to be aware of the sector. And whether the sector is going to do well or not. The second thing is the company that you are entering into. In this sector, which stocks should I buy or which stocks should I buy plural? When you talk about the stocks, then comes your market capitalization. Am I buying a mega cap stock? Am I buying a large cap stock? Am I buying a mid cap stock or a small cap stock or a micro cap stock? First of all, you need to know how to differentiate this mega, large, mid, small and micro cap stocks. You define your risk appetite first. What is risk appetite? Have you profiled yourself properly? Because risk is something what you know to yourself. You can only tell your broker or advisor that you want to buy a stock. No, buy a stock. You tell sir, can I buy ST? Buy ST. Can I buy ST? Buy ST. He is a broker. Because I learned the difference between agent, broker, advisor. Can I tell you the difference between agent, a broker, and an advisor? Who is an agent? Who is a broker? Who is an advisor? I'm sure you must have come across, LIC agent, UTA agent, Daniel Craig, 007 agent. Agent is a person who is a representative. He just represents a company, that's all. He doesn't tell you it's good, good for you, that's all. Because this agent is trained only on the product. He is not trained what you need. He is trained what you have to sell. Agent's job is only to represent a organization or a set of organizations. An agent can never be an advisor, or rather, he cannot be called as an advisor. Unfortunately, in India, for the last 60 years, these agents have killed the entire advisory business. They are the people responsible for the spoiling of this advisory business because they became agents. They were working somewhere, they made the wife as agent. Wife, she will say, that's all. Nobody asked you whether you wanted. LIC came out with 50 different Jivan Anand, Jivan Dukh, Jivan Subiksha, Jivan Durbiksha, Jivan Saran, Jivan Ansaran, everything. Because I'm the only Kupur Padmavati, nobody else. Whatever I give, you have to take it, that's all. Because no competition. If the private banks had not come to India, if private insurance had not come to India, we would be still standing in the queue, token number 222. We put our token number and draw some cash given by a bank. We would not have known what ATM was. We would not have known what internet banking was. We would not have known what a corporate banking was. Thanks to private banks, whatever is a good, bad, ugly of them, I still vote for this privatization. If other private insurances would not have come into India in the last 10 years, we would be street dogs, I'm telling you. We would have been ripped apart, even more than what we ripped apart. Because agents ruled our lives for 50 years. Now, thanks to the regulators, like SEBI, IRDA, all these people, they have brought in some kind of a sanity into this business of advising. What is advising? That I am understanding what you want, then I am giving you options that if this is not good, this is good for you. This is not good, this is good for you. Advisory is selling, advising first, understanding it, and then giving you the product. Now, who is the broker? This term broker I learned in 94, 95. One day, I was working for this broker in Canada 4 block. A call came. There was only one telephone call. BSNL used to take 20 years to give a telephone connection. The connection I got at home, I paid 20,000 rupees in black to buy the telephone connection. Today they are standing with you to give you phone connection. Thanks to the private entity there also, it has made these things good. Those days only one telephone in our office. Phone came, can I speak to Ramesh? Gave to Ramesh, my boss. SBI, 244. Best buy. Good sir, buy. Tomorrow I will buy sir. 244 sir, buy sir. I was sitting there, listen to the conversation. Few minutes from then, again another call came. I want to speak to Ramesh. So I get to my boss. Sir, call. SBI. Sir, 241. Sell sir. Right, good picture sir. Correct picture sir. Yes sir. Tomorrow morning sir. I said, I was curious. I was just 23 years old. I was very curious to understand. Then I asked my boss, sir, 5 minutes ago you said 244 best buy. SBA. 5 minutes now you said SBA best sell at 244. What is right sir? Boss, I'm a broker here. If you buy, I may broker. If he sells, I may broker. What is the problem? Do your work, he said. And that day I realized what is the meaning of a broker. It has taken 20 years for this change to happen from agent to broker. It's like Charles Darwin theory of evolution. Okay, now we have started to stand upright and started to walk with gait. That who am I? I'm an agent. Am I a broker or am I an advisor? This has taken, yes, that's why I said every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. I also have grown from that stage or those stages of trying to understand what is this investing. In 95, I got allotment of 100 shares of HDFC Bank. 10 rupees. HDFC issued during the IPO at par. 10 rupees they issued the shares. Those days we used to stand in the queue to apply. Because I was myself working as a stockbroker in 94, 95. I also applied. I also got all 100 shares. Within a year's time, the stock was 64 rupees. I almost danced like Archimedes in 4 bucks circle. 64 rupees, who will give you 60% profit here? 1 year, I told everyone, sell. Within 1 year. Had I kept the shares today, I would have had 400 shares with me, multiplied 700 rupees. I sold for 64 rupees. Like that, I made some horrendous mistakes. The biggest mistake I committed was with the stock called L&T. I made my friend's father, unfortunately my friend died, that AS officer Nantesh, who died in May. People killed him. He was a very close friend of mine. In 95-96, I made his father to buy 100 shares of L&T, 300 shares at 171 rupees. I made him buy his father as he put that money up. He bought. Why? Obviously, profit. What else? Less than a year's time, it was 340 rupees. I took my cycle and went all the way to Chandraspet from Tengaka. Sir, L&T for 340 rupees. Double. Sell. Good. I don't want to sell the stocks. Sir, you have to sell, sir. Why? Sir, 340 rupees double हो गया, sir. Not even 1 year. Ratio, sir. I don't want to sell. Sir, you have to sell, sir. Why double हो गया, sir? I forced him and made him sell at 340 rupees. The trade riches would have been 4,000 trade riches by now. Into 1,700 rupees. This is how we have lost money in the market, not knowing the future. We all want to put the coconut tree today, tomorrow morning, where is coconut tree? Where is coconut? I'm sorry, this market is not for people who do not want to wait, who do not want to grow, because the market is simple. The cycle, emerging, pioneering, growth, maturity, decline. Where am I catching the stock? I want Virat Kohli to play first match, play per century over 25 years. You are going to be in a contract. Good. 100 rupees I want with you to invest. Let's say there are 2 stocks that you can purchase. One stock is called Virat Kohli. One stock is called Tendulkar. How much money will you put on these 2? Now in the stock market, let us put that PLC, Product Life Cycle. Which stock would you buy? Volta or Infosys? Redditor or Infosys? You have to. Thank you very much. The product life cycle is here. It starts with being emerging. It gets into pioneering stage. It is in growth phase, maturity, decline. Now tell me, where is Infosys here? Reliance Industries, Wipro. Decline doesn't mean they are going to close their shop. It has reached its saturation. What happened to Dravid, 2 years, Lakshman? What Tendulkar in the next couple of months? They will retire. That is the rule of life. Whether you want it or don't want it. Whether you like it or don't like it. That is why I said when you are buying a stock, your stock also is like this: micro, small cap, mid cap, large cap, mega cap. Infosys once upon a time was here, 1993. It took number of years for it to get into growth phase. Remember, 20 years ago, Infosys as a company was about to be devolved. What is devolution of an issue? Nobody was subscribing. The issue was 91% subscription in IPO. Mr. Narayanamurthy and his team said, sir, these people don't know what IT. They think IT is it. They don't know IT is information technology. So let us return the money back to people. With the price of 95 rupees was the IPO price. In 1992-93 when the IPO came of Infosys. That is when merchant banker, who was also underwriter, Enam Securities, did the underwriting by subscribing to the rest of the shares of the IPO and made it a fully subscribed issue. Had it not happened 20 years ago, I can't even think, I even shudder to think if Infosys would not have been part of our capital market. Today, an amount invested in 1995, rupees 10,000, rupees 450 was the price of Infosys. You purchased 22 shares in 1995. By 2010, you had with you 2,848 shares with you with a collective value of 88 lakh rupees. Infosys is a simple example. I can tell you some hundreds of examples. Large industries, Kalpataru Power, Balatronics, Opto Circuits, which are not probably not in the same league of Infosys or TCS or Wipro. There are some 200 companies in the C grade, not forget about B grade. Those companies are given some 20,000% return. We don't look at those companies now. We want, like you ask young people today, when I'm teaching MBA students in our college, where do you want to work there? I want to work in a good brand, sir. I want to be a big company. Nobody wants to create a brand today. Everybody wants to go and work in a company which is already branded, which already has become a brand. Why can't you put your effort to make that brand grow here? Why can't you buy a company when it is here? I don't think people, how many of us want to research on Infosys today? No, we don't. It's already researched. Nobody will research on Infosys. Nobody will research on Tendulkar. 100 centuries behind this fight already. Who will research here? No, to research Mukchand. You have to do research. How is he stance? How is he playing off the back foot? How is he going front? How is he making defense? That research there will be people. Can he be the future Tendulkar? Now they are called Virat Kohli, future Vivian Richards. Because they are here. Today when I ask you 100 rupees, you are going to put in Virat Kohli or Tendulkar, 90% money will go to Virat Kohli. November 5th, you will come 24 years, that's all. 3 years ago, you would have put money on Virat Kohli. You would have put 80 on Tendulkar, 20 rupees on Virat Kohli. See, because you waited. You didn't put money on Virat Kohli 3 years ago. You're putting money today because there's already some proven track record for Virat Kohli. How many of you are going to put money on Mukchand? You need some media to make who is Mukchand. Maybe he's here today. He needs time. Every company needs that kind of a time. Don't you think so? Had Infosys not been given time 20 years ago to reach where it is today, top of the mind recall, what is I for Infosys? The time will come in the very near future. Your school table will have A for ACC, B for B for Britannia, C for Cipla, D for Dabur, E for Escort, F for Brand Technologies, R for Reliance, S for SDA, Z for Z table. I'm going to make that kind of a table for students. Not going to recall, you know. And remember, the first 1,000 points of the stock market between 1980 when the index was opened,